Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to HEINZ Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at HEINZ Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we got a fun game today. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to, tell me if you disagree, is Ben Roethlisberger and Patrick Mahomes, separated by 14 years of age, but both very good quarterbacks.
What you're looking forward to is watching them both hand off to their running backs, right? I mean, that's got you excited, right?
No, not at all.
I mean, think about this. Both of them over 5,000 yards passing last year. Big Ben #1 in the league, Patrick Mahomes #2. Both of them always candidates to go over 5,000 yards.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the 37-year-old Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead the Steelers. And he led the entire NFL in passing yards in 2018, the second time that he's owned that honor.
Like 80. 59.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 24, check 24.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And now the spotlight falls on wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster because with the acrimonious departure of Antonio Brown to Oakland and Le'Veon Bell moving on to the New York Jets, he is truly the #1 target for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Patrick Mahomes, in his 3rd season now out of Texas Tech. And few players have had the spotlight focused on them quite like Patrick Mahomes. But this is a guy that says he wants that attention. He's okay with a target on his back. We saw how electric he can be in 2018, and he wants to continue that into 2019 and beyond. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
When you look back to 2014, you wonder how running back Damian Williams went undrafted. He's been productive in Miami, been productive in Kansas City, and in 2018 had the highest yards per attempt in his career with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow!
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Come on, fellas.
Still first down.
A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Stop, baby! Good job.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
When your defense ranks 31st against the pass, you have to make moves in order to make it better. And the Chiefs did exactly that in bringing in safety Tyrann Mathieu, who has great instincts and the ability to play both safety and nickel corner. I love the way that he roams around the secondary and brings a great attitude and edge to the locker room.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Black 20.
59. Mike to 59. Check.
Black 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Black 20.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black is third.
Roethlisberger will throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back counter. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right now in the 2nd quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Set! Black 30!
Check, check. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
It's our field.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 44, Mahomes caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Mahomes to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. we focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing again on second down, Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Black, what's that?
50. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, it's Connor. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
a 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They run it again with Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Switzer on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-10. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Black 20.
50's the mark. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
Black, what's that?
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Let him know, let him know.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself to the rest of the offensive unit because these guys know that with Big Ben leading them, they've got a lot of confidence they can get it done.
Back to throw. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
At the 41-yard line.
Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Check like 39. Rip left, rip left.
He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yellow. There's a lot, E.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Fighting him off. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.